Sup guys, I'm just going to walk through the case study of the trade that I just took. AU. Bit of an interesting one. A bit different, not how we normally see a trade play out with this. So just due to obviously the way that AU's been moving lately, but understanding that we're bullish overall here, prices come down. It's had a massive inducement. We are a fair way away from the inducement or that break of structure. Understanding this piece of structure here did obviously create this whole run to the upside. So the take of that structure is pretty significant in itself. Obviously being like a 4-hour internal or hourly external, or even considering it as 4-hour external would also be fair. We can understand the price can have a bit of a melt after taking this low. It doesn't have to react straight away, but it's also a pretty timely reaction given the size of the break. So basically what we had was after price had come down and taken that low, hadn't come to anything over to the left that meant anything else to me. I'm not even paying attention to any of this sort of stuff, just understanding that we've taken this low, price is going to be due for a retracement, just needed to start giving us the signs of that. Obviously, we haven't got any breaks of structure or anything along those lines, but what I did see price forming over the last couple of days, if I just put my marker back on, over the last couple of days, prices started to form a bit of a two-leg. So I've just been paying attention to this, waiting to see what price is going to do. After we've obviously made this two-leg, we left behind this really nice hourly point, obviously, which is the origin of that second leg. Price then started to dance around a little bit, made a bit of an internal inducement point. Nothing significant, just something else keeping an eye on. What we then had was we had London aggressively push price down, induce this, come into that mitigation, and then start to slow down straight away. The 1 minute price action here was pretty hard to read. Not the cleanest price action at all. But basically what we had, well, it's clean, but the candles formed quite messy. So we've got obviously a two-leg. So not the best two-leg in the world, but clean, really clean otherwise. Just very iffy in the way that the candles obviously formed, like I mentioned. Price then came down after making the second leg, gave a little bit of hope to buyers, bringing in some more liquidity in this area. Get at that really aggressive that we like to see, inducement of these lows here. What we then have is we then have price push to the upside, mitigate this point here, pull down, respect the low, and then externally break. So not only here do we have a two-leg, we've also got a breaker structure, and we've also got a supply to demand point playing out inside of here. So really clean, good area to be taking a trade off of. Where I actually had my limit set was off that bullish 2-minute candle. I then just allowed for spread, so I gave a little bit on the top, and then same underneath. I always allow for price to come down and make equal lows and give it a little bit of room to do so with spread and that sort of stuff. So had that room obviously sitting there. From their really slow trade, it's gained a lot of momentum now, to be honest. After having sat around for ages, that's really cool to see. But yeah, very slow price action, but slowly just creeping its way up. Really from here, just expecting for price to come and take out potentially the highs here. Obviously you got an equal high build up if you use equal highs as your confirmations. But I just look at this as a clean structural build up. Obviously price would make sense here to complete the two-leg by mitigating here and running to the upside. So yeah, really quite a clean trade. Very not simple, but really nice price action in terms of the confirmations and the way that it played out. So yeah, it's obviously in a very bearish market. Being able to catch trades at the bottom here can lead to good retracements. I've just taken my 1 to 5 and jump out of that one. But yeah, this has good potential to run a fair bit further. So yeah, really nice trade. Break even for me was after I broke the high. After I broke here, especially given how filled price action was, everything is mitigated down the side of here. Yeah, I was break even as soon as we break the high. And once price was sitting at about when we took this retest, I'm moving my stop loss up to about here, just covering commissions and yeah, a little bit on that one. So price shouldn't have come obviously all the way back down, had no reason to. So covering commissions when you're that far away from your stop is fine to do. So quite a clean trade. So hopefully, I know Matt was looking at this one, so well done, bro, for seeing it. The other guys who might have been looking at this but didn't pull the trigger, understandably why, but yeah, really quite a clean trade nonetheless.